Ability Centers 4x4 with Megan.
Hi everyone, my name is Megan. Welcome to your 4x4 workout. Joining me today in seated is Marissa. We're gonna guide you through a lower body and core workout. So we're gonna strengthen those lower body muscles and we're gonna strengthen the core. Join us however you feel best, whether you're in standing or in seated, or you can actually alternate between those positions if you would like. Let's get started with our warm up to get our muscles going and then we'll get into our workout. Ready, Marissa? Let's do this. So we're gonna start with leg swings. Make sure we're up nice and tall, whether you're in seated or standing position, belly button driven to your spine. Let's start with that left side. We're gonna kick our leg forward. As we're kicking forward, we're straightening our legs, toes are pointing up to the ceiling. We'll do a few on this side and then we'll switch over to the right side. Marissa's up nice and tall in her chair. Her feet are on the floor and she's kicking her leg and extending it forward. Good, let's do one more and let's switch over to the right side. So same thing. And you choose wherever your range of motion is. We just want to warm up that lower body. Good job. If you can hold on to a countertop, a wall, or a chair for some extra stability in that standing position. Make sure we're breathing. Let's do one more. Excellent. We're going to go into high knees. So we're going to bring our knees up towards our chest. Taking our hands, you can tap on the tops of your knees if you would like to. We want to lift our toes up as well. So we don't want them pointing towards the floor. We want them pointing up towards the ceiling. Alternating sides, Marissa's following right along in her seated. And breathing. One more on each side. Good, let's bring our heel towards our bum, and in seated, you're gonna tap just on the outside of your chair. You can add a little bit of lean to the side if you need to. And in that standing, our legs are wide, heel is driving right towards our bum. Still breathing. Good. One more on each side. Excellent. Let's gently pause those bodies. We're going to take our left ankle and we're going to rotate it in a circular motion. You can have it on the floor if that feels more comfortable, or a little bit elevated. Again, holding on to something for extra stability if you need it. Pause. Let's go the other direction. I want you to kind of point your toes, whether they're up to the ceiling or a little bit away from you. Give some mobility to those ankles. Good. Pause. Let's go over to the right side. I just want you to listen to your body wherever your range of motion is. Again, either elevating or having that heel on the floor. Pause and let's go the other way. Awesome. It feels really good to get those ankles moving, warmed up. Good. And rest. Feet are going to go hip width apart, up nice and tall. We're both going to reach our hands up to the ceiling as high as we feel comfortable. And we're gonna hinge forward through our hips, reaching down to our toes. So in that seated position, if you wanna keep those knees bent, you can. You can straighten them out a little bit if you'd like to. And then wherever your hands land, I want you to roll up nice and tall and repeat. Okay, so hands up to the ceiling and then hinge forward through those hips. Now, if you stop at your knees, that's okay. Maybe you stop at your shins, your ankles. Same goes for seated. And then let's roll up. Stretching out that back, full body. Roll those shoulders back. Awesome. All right, we're gonna do open and close arms. Extend your hands from your shoulders, palm facing forward, and we're gonna bring those hands to the center as if you're gonna clap them together, chest tight, and then I want you to open them up nice and wide. Bring them in and do a little bit of a clap. Good, open up. We're already high-fiving ourselves for this workout, getting ourselves ready. Good. And again, up nice and tall, whether you're standing or seated. Let's do one more. Open up and clap those hands nice and strong. Nice. Nice work. All right, so we're gonna do some torso twisting. So for this one, you can place your hands on your hips. You can kind of cross your arms in front of your body if you want to, wherever your range of motion is. Feet are gonna be planted up nice and tall, and we're just gonna twist side to side. You can choose how far you go, whether you want to stay more central or if you really want to twist left and right. Move your head with your body as if it's all one unit moving together. Awesome. And still breathing through it. Let's do one more on each side. And pause in the middle. Awesome. Last one, we're gonna do some overhead reaches. You can reach your left hand up to the ceiling, reach over to the right, stretching out your left rib cage, and then bring it over to the opposite side. Now, if you want to, you can do a little bit less range of motion, more in front of the forehead instead of over the head. You can do in front of the face or the chin, wherever your range of motion. You can eliminate those arms and just reach side to side. Good, and Marissa's following right along in her seated. We're not going too fast in this motion. We just want to stretch out those muscles a little bit as we're warming up. Nice work. Feels so good, right? Oh. Okay, let's do one more on each side. Probably one of my favorite stretches or warm-up moves. Good work. All right, let's shake out those arms, shake out those legs, do a little bit of a dance. Let's get started in our workout. So we're gonna be focusing on lower body strength. So join us however you want to, standing or seated. We also will be going down to the mat, so that's an option as well. And we're gonna focus on the core. So join us however you need to. We do have some weights. So I have some 10s, Marissa's got some 8s. You can use no weights, you can use household items, your choice. Each exercise is gonna be 40 seconds in length, 20 seconds rest, and we're gonna go through it twice. So we have 4 lower body exercises followed by 4 core. So this is how we got our 4 by 4. Bam, bam, and 2 sets. Ready for this? All right, so our first exercise is gonna be a back lunge. Let's grab our weights. So I'm gonna grab onto my 10s. Marissa's gonna grab onto her 8 pounds. Join us however you please. So feet are gonna be hip width apart, toes pointing forward, up, nice and tall. I'm going to step my left leg behind me, nice giant step back. Toes are gonna be pointing forward. Weights are at my side. I'm driving my back knee down towards the floor, pushing it right back up and squeezing my bum and my quads. Now, for this one, the lower you go, the higher the intensity. The higher you stay, the less intense. We're sticking to that one side before we transition. In that seated position, weights, the closer they are to your knees, higher the intensity. Closer they are to your hips, less intensity. What Marissa is gonna do is she's gonna extend her left leg forward, toes pointing up to the ceiling. She's gonna lift her heel off of the floor as high as she feels comfortable, and then press that heel right into the floor and repeat. And then we'll do the second time. The other way, ready? Let's do this, back lunge, 40 seconds. Up tall, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So if you would like to in that standing position, you can step back forward and then step back again, or you can hold in that position going up and back down. Don't forget to breathe. Looking good, Marissa. Legs up. She's up nice and tall. Her bum is near the edge of the seat. You're doing a fabulous job. We got 10 seconds to go. Stay with us. We're almost there. Come on. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay. My legs are warming up. All right, we're gonna go to deadlift. Feet are hip width apart, toes pointing forward, up nice and tall, weights in front of those hips. Marissa can either have both of her knees bent or she can actually straighten them a little bit. We're both gonna follow the same move. We're gonna hinge through our hips, weights are running along our legs, push into our heels, up nice and tall and squeeze our bum nice and tight. You ready for this? Let's do it. Let's go. Hinge forward, pushing those heels, come back up. The lower you go, the higher the intensity. Higher you stay, the less intensity. So you choose what works best for you. Stay in control of that breathing. Good work. Nice. Yeah, get that butt squeeze in. Come on. More than halfway. If you find your lower back is hurting, stop, reset, don't go as low. We really want to be mindful of our form on these exercises. Less than 10. Come on, we're almost there. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. All right, those hamstrings. Oh, just breaking the sweat, guys. All right, we're gonna go into a squat hold, or in your seated, you're gonna be doing a high knee hold. So feet are gonna be hip width apart, toes pointing forward. I'm gonna push my bum back, bending my knees, opening that chest up as if I'm about to sit in a chair and hold for about like 3 seconds. Push back up into my heels, squeeze my butt as tight as I can, and then repeat. Marissa has her weight on her knee. She's up nice and tall. She's gonna lift her knee up towards her chest, hold it for about 3 seconds, and then place back down. She's gonna alternate to the other side. Nice. Okay, you ready for this? Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So hold, 1, 2, 3, up, and then you can switch. Now you can make it a 2-second hold. You can make it a 1-second hold. You can eliminate that hold. The choice is yours. We just want to add a little bit of intensity to that leg work. Focus on that breath. Belly button driven right to your spine, up nice and tall. Form over everything. So if you have to eliminate those weights, that's fine. Less than 10 seconds to go. Woo. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. Okay, I'm heading down to my mat. I'm gonna place my weights down. Now for this one, we're gonna go into glute bridge. You can use your weights if you'd like to, but I'm not going to do this. So I'm gonna lay on my back. My heels are gonna be tucked right in towards my bum. My hands are gonna be at my side. What I wanna do is push through my hips, drive them right up to the ceiling. So I'm pushing right into my heels and then come back down. If you wanna hold on to weights, you can place them right on your hips, press up, and then come back down. Marissa in her seated position, she's up nice and tall. What she's gonna focus on is squeezing her bum nice and tight, hold her for about 2 seconds, and then gently release. Now she can have her hands in her chair for support, or she can just have them on her lap. You ready for it? I am ready. This is Marissa's favorite exercise. Probably one of my favorites too. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So push up, squeeze those glutes nice and tight, and then gently release no matter where you are. Make sure we're breathing, not holding our breath. After this, we go right into our first core exercise. Nice work. How you feeling, Marissa?
Feeling good.
Nice. More than halfway. Keep squeezing those glutes nice and tight, pushing into those heels. We got 10 seconds. Oh, almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good work. Okay, first set of those legs, donezo. Let's get on to that core. So this one, we're going to be doing a crossover with a leg drop, okay? The one thing to keep in mind during our core exercises is belly button driven right to our spine to really activate the core, alrighty? Hands at our side, we're going to raise our legs up above our hips, toes are pointing towards our nose. I'm going to take my hands, reach my left hand towards my right foot, and then the opposite, and then I'm going to drop my left foot down to the floor, raise it back up, drop my right side, and raise it back up. Now you can always do this one with knees bent if you would like to, for a little bit of less intense option. Marissa in her seat is going to be up nice and tall. That core is activated. She's going to lean back, keeping her back nice and straight. Sit up and then reach her left hand towards her right knee and then lean back and then do the opposite side as well. Okay, you ready for this? Let's do it. Okay, cross touch with that leg drop. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So cross, cross, and drop. Make sure we're breathing through this exercise. Belly button driven to that spine. And if you want less intensity on the mat, you can bend your knees. You don't have to drop your legs as far. You can keep those knees bent. Up to you. More than halfway through. Stay up nice and tall in that seated. Core is nice and strong. You got 10 seconds. Whoop, whoop. Nice. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, first exercise done for the core. Booyah, we're gonna flip it over. So we're going into high plank with a little bit of a pike. Sounds like fun. So shoulders over top of those wrists, fingers are going to be spread. We're gonna get up in a high plank position, so on our toes, back nice and straight. We're gonna pike our bum up towards the ceiling. So we're gonna kind of get into like a triangle position. And you can reach for your shin if you want to. You don't have to. You can also just stay in high plank, or you can even stay in a high plank on your knees, having your gaze down towards your mat, okay? Up nice and tall in that seated position, core is nice and strong. As always, you can straighten those legs out, toes pointing up towards the ceiling, lean back, up nice and tall, sit up, and then reach for the opposite hand and toe. If you want to, you can do shin reach. You could do knee reach. The choice is yours. Okay, let's do it. Ready? High plank pike. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So again, you don't have to do the reach if you don't want to. But if you want to, you can reach the opposite hand towards the opposite leg. Keep that core nice and strong. And again, you can also just hold the planks if you want to. You can go on your knees and tap your hips. Lots of options here. Woo, we're more than halfway, Marissa. Come on, let's do it. Woo. Keep breathing. We got 10 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice work. Okay, that one kind of sneaks up on you out of nowhere. You're like, yeah, I got this. And you're like, whoa, what just happened? Okay, superheroes next. I know I say glute bridge is my favorite, but I'm pretty sure this is my other favorite. So laying on your tummy, hands are gonna reach forward, head down, aiming to lift your upper body and lower body, including those arms and legs, off of the mat. You can do opposite arm, opposite leg. Just it's really important to have your gaze down towards the mat to keep your head in that neutral position. You wanna exhale as you lift and inhale on the way back down. Marissa in her seated again is up nice and tall and has that core nice and strong. She's gonna reach her hands up towards the ceiling as high as she feels comfortable. She's going to hinge forward through her hips, staying up tall. She's gonna sit up nice and tall, and she's gonna pull her elbows down towards her ribcage, squeezing her bum at the same time, and then releasing and then repeating. A lot of coordination on this one for both of us, but we got this, okay? Let's do this, 40 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Very important, belly button driven right to that spine. Make sure you're breathing, listening to your body. So you can do opposites. You can do both arms and legs. You can, in that seated position, maybe not hinge forward as much or pull those arms down as much. Lots of options. Good work. Stay with us. We got 10 seconds to go. Come on, stay with us. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Excellent. Okay, we're going on to number 4. I'm gonna come back up into that standing position. I'm gonna grab onto one of my weights, and we're gonna go into a weighted knee drive. So Marissa's gonna grab onto one of her weights as well. We're gonna hold onto the ends of our weights. If you have that household item, you can just hold it right into your chest. We're up nice and tall. I'm gonna add a little bit of a hinge, and I step my left foot back, bringing the weight towards my knee and then extending it. So you can also be up a little bit taller, but the idea is to bring the weight towards our knee. Marissa in her seat is up nice and tall. She can raise her hands above her head a little bit and then drive that weight right towards the knee, okay? Let's do it. 40 seconds. You got it. I believe in you, girl. And I believe in you too. So grab that heavier weight. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Inhale, open up. Exhale, bring the knee and weight together. Again, you can be up a little bit taller. Marissa can add a little bit of that hinge forward too if she wants to really activate that core. Nice. Keep breathing, keep that core nice and strong. And even though we may be a little bit hinged, we're still up nice and tall. We got 10 seconds. Come on, stay with us. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, place that weight down, grab a drink, take a little breather. You did really well. And Marissa, you did a great job. Take a little rest. It's really good. One of those ones, you know what? We're not doing cardio, but that's okay. Doing these weighted exercises and these core exercises are really good. Getting that heart rate up, getting those muscles nice and strong. So we're gonna go back to the top. Very, very top. So we're going back to those back lunges, but this time opposite side. So grab onto those weights. A little bit more of a flow through this next round because now we know all of the exercises. Feet are hip width apart, toes pointing forward, up nice and tall. A reminder, we're making that big giant step back, bending our knee. And in that seated position, leg is gonna be straight, lift up, and then press. But we're gonna do the opposite side. Right side. I know, sometimes I forget too. I'm like, wait a second, what sound did I do the first time? And you know what? As you're going through, if you happen to do the other side, that's okay. Your body's moving, and that's all that matters. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Up nice and tall, belly button driven to our spine, and make sure you breathe. And again, if you don't have your breathing pattern down pat, that's okay. As long as you're inhaling and exhaling, super important. Good work. Okay, we're halfway there. Remember, you can choose the distance or how high you lift in that seated position. Nice work. We got 10 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Shake out those legs. All right, deadlift. Feet are hip width apart, toes pointing forward, weights in front of those hips. Just gonna roll those shoulders back and down, up nice and tall. Make sure those knees are soft in that standing, and in that seated, you can have those legs extended with a little bit of a bend. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hinging through our hips. Push through those heels as you sit or stand back up. Try to get those weights to run along those legs to keep them nice and close. And again, if you feel lower back pain, pause, reset your body, and then go back into it and maybe don't go as low. Just your body's way of telling you you're doing too much. Come on, we're almost there, less than 10. Come on, almost there. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice work. Okay, squat hold, we're on number 3 of 4. So feet are hip width, toes pointing forward, weights at our side. In that seated, weights are on your knees, close to the arch of your knees, the higher the intensity, closer to the hips, less the intensity. Adding about that 3-second hold, and then you can move on to the other side for that seated. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So I'm adding that squat, pushing my bum back. Marissa's adding that high knee with the weight. Doing an excellent job. Keep that core nice and strong. Good work. Nice. And again, you can choose how long you hold, whether it's 1 second, 2 seconds, 3, 4. I wouldn't go any higher than 5. Nice. Less than 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice. Okay, my weights are going down. We're going back down to the mat into those glute bridges. And in that seated, doing that glute squeeze. Woo! Tuck those heels in. Feet are hip width apart. Toes pointing forward. Hands at your side. Squeeze your bum up towards that ceiling. And in that seated, squeeze those glutes nice and tight. 3, 2, 1, let's go. And remember, anytime you can go into standing, you can go into seated. Choose whichever position works for you today. Make sure we're breathing through this exercise. Nice work. We are officially more than halfway. Whew. Those glutes are on fire. Nice work. You got 10 seconds to go. Or you can add those weights if you need it. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice work. Lower body strength is done. So now we got 4 core. Crossover toe touch with that leg drop or that lean back cross knee touch in that seated position. All right, get that core nice and strong, belly button to that spine. Legs up or adding that lean back and seated. Starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Cross. And you can add that leg drop. At any point, if you don't want to do the leg drop, you don't have to. If maybe you want to do a double leg drop, so both going down, you can do that as well. Nice. Make sure in that seated, you're up nice and tall. Bum is near the edge of your seat. Add that lean back. Nice work, Marissa. Whew. Doing a great job. We are way past that halfway point because we got 10 seconds to go. Stay with us. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. That one is done so. Great job, by the way. How you feeling, Marissa? Feel it? Maybe that's because your muscles are strengthening. That's why. Definitely feel the sweat. All right, let's flip over. High plank. And in that seated, you're doing that lean back with the legs are straight this time, reaching and aiming for those toes. And in the mat position, high plank into that pike, and you can add that reach if you want to. Let's do it in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So you can add that reach if you want to. You don't have to. You can go on your knees and just reach for your hips or hold that plank. Same goes for your seated position. If you want to just hold that plank and keep those legs extended, that's an option as well. You don't have to add those reaches. It's burning, isn't it? Yeah, it's pretty intense, I tell you. Make sure you breathe. You choose which exercise works the best for you. Doing great. 10 seconds. Wow, we're almost done this one, Marissa. Come on. Whew. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Okay. Superheroes. What superhero would you pick? Wow. Damn, she stole me on that one. What superhero would you be? In the comments below, let us know because I want to know what kind of superheroes you'd be if you could pick one. All right, Marissa, let's do it. Superheroes. Head down, arms extended, legs extended. 3, 2, 1, let's go. In that seated position, remember you can reach your arms up as high as you feel comfortable. Adding that hinge, sit up nice and tall, pull the arms down, and squeeze your glutes. In that mat position, you just raise those arms and legs as high as you feel comfortable. Nice work. Head pointing down, core nice and strong. Whew. Definitely feel this in the lower back. 10 seconds left. Come on, stay with us. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. Great job. All right, we're on our last one. Weighted high knee drive. Yeah, this one's a tough one. But you know what? It's a good one. So you can have that weight. You don't have to have the weight. Household item. We're doing opposite side. Now we're going to do the right side. So weight can come up in the forehead area. You can hinge forward. You don't have to. Up to you. I almost did the other side. Whew. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Bringing the weight towards your knees. You can again add that hinge, or you can stay up a little bit taller. But what I want you to do, I'll give you a side profile. I want you to really squeeze that core as if we're creating a C shape with our spine, and then extend up as if we're making that I. So squeeze into C, open up into I. Add that exhale as you C, and then open up into I. Nice. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo woo. Beauty job. Okay, guess what though? I have a little bit of challenge for you. We're gonna do a plank challenge. Okay, so for 1 minute, we're gonna hold this plank as long as you can. I will call out to you every 10 seconds so you can cut a mental note of how well you're gonna progress over the time that you listen or view this video. You ready for it? Okay, let's do it. Throwing a little bit of a spin on this one. So, just like we were in that high plank, now instead of going into our hands, we're now gonna go into our elbows. Knees or toes, okay? Core is nice and strong. You can go on your knees and lift your feet. Very important to keep the shoulders over the elbows. And again, head pointing down towards that mat. Marissa in her seated has the option of doing legs straight or a little bit of a bend, and she's gonna lean back, not touching her back on the back of the chair, because that would be cheating. So no, who would do that? So she can have her hands in her lap. She can have her hands on the side of her chair, wherever she feels the most comfortable. The idea is to stay up nice and tall and not round that back. You ready for this challenge? Okay, 1 minute, and I'm gonna call it every 10 seconds. I believe in you, and I believe in you. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, knees or toes, go. Head pointing down, core is nice and strong. Oh, you're already shaking? Nice. Okay, 10 seconds has passed. Focus on that breath. You're doing a great job. You can go on your knees or your toes. 20 seconds. And if you need to, pause and then go right back into it. That's okay. Listening to your body. Nice, we are halfway there, so that means we're at 30 seconds. Come on, stay with Marissa and I. You got it. Whew. Doing a great job. Knees or toes, we're 40 seconds in. That means 20 seconds, come on. You got this, it's only 20 seconds. Okay, we're almost at 50. Okay, 50 seconds, a 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Nice work. Awesome. So I want you to use that as a tool to kind of see where you were the first time that you viewed this video to maybe the 10th time you viewed it, right? Did you get to that minute? Did you maybe add on an extra 2 seconds, right? So use this as a tool to see how strong your core is getting.
Ability Centers 4x4 with Megan.